make America great again is a bad thing? You took my tip away. I didn't mean to disrespect you if I...
You took your tip away. You did that.
Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's Ndagire here. So I landed on this video of a guy, a palmed guy in 2025 who is a delivery man. He went to deliver like something to a client and he was wearing a MAGA hat, and his tip was taken away by this customer, and this guy was pissed over it, like, why are you cutting my tip? And the response of the customer is something that I kind of liked, and a lot of people in the comments were like, yes.
Make America great again is a bad thing? You took my tip away. I didn't mean to disrespect you if I...
You took your tip away. You did that. Thank yourself for that, because you did have a $10 tip until I saw your silly ass wearing that hat on my porch.
Oh, so now I'm silly. Okay.
Silly as hell. You just played yourself out of a $10 tip. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fucking silly.
Well, sir, it's my livelihood. This is how I make my money. I think it's super disrespectful for you to treat me that way. And I think that's what's beautiful.
I'm the disrespectful one? Are you stupid?
Do
you know how many groups of people just wearing that hat offends? Do you understand how many people and groups of people that hat offends alone? Do you understand?
Well, that's your personal opinion and your belief, and
No,
but
it's not an opinion. It's a literal fact.
It's a fact.
Literal reason why you have no tip now, because it offends a group of people that I am a part of, and it offends so much more than just me. So what do you mean it's an opinion? It's a literal fact.
Okay. Well, look, sir, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sorry.
But you did.
Look, I'm sorry. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm pretty sure your food's getting cold. Look, thank you for your opinion.
The only thing cold if you don't get off my porch.
Oh, okay. Have a blessed day, sir. This conversation is over.
Go.
I have a question for the maggots. So y'all got everything you wanted, right? Presidency, majority Senate, majority House, majority Supreme Court. Every single ball that could possibly be in your court is there right now. What exactly more is it that you need in order to stop bitching about any and everything? Because I still see insidiously, y'all are madder than you were before. So much for owning the libs. Are you not happy? And this is, of course, just the exhausting beginning of what we're bound to witness unfolding over the course of the next 4 years, which is you lot having all of the power and subsequently having to reconcile with the inevitable revelation that black people, trans people, Mexican people, whoever else you have a fucking problem with for some reason, are not the root causes of your issues. You are miserable, hateful, bitter, spiteful bitches because that's who you are and always have been. We could get rid of all of the minorities, all of the queer people in this country, and your ass would still be sitting there mad as fuck, hating yourself, hating your life, hating your job, hating your spouse, hating your children, because you're just a mad ass bitch and nothing will ever make you happy. Hell, if we did that, y'all would likely just start discriminating against the white people who have browner hair and browner eyes than you. Y'all are chasing your fucking tails and forcing all of us to watch.
The way these people are so insensitive needs some kind of college studies, because you can't tell me you are proud to have that hat on your head. Of course, you want your America to be great again in the times where black people especially were in the most misery of their lives. That's the America that is great that you want to have again. And then someone denies you $10 and you're pissed. The irony, like the mindset of this man, you are so concerned about that $10 tip that you say, oh, that's how I make my living. And you are the same person that voted for someone that is taking away citizenship from people, deporting people recklessly, taking opportunities away from people, doing the most to hurt other groups of people, sanctioning and, threatening a lot of countries. Like, you voted for someone that is doing the most to hurt other groups of people, and you're here standing on someone's house talking about $10 and how that's how you make a living in life. Are these people okay? This is why you cannot excuse the fact that they maintain the things their ancestors did, but when you bring it up, then they want to excuse it and be like, no, we were not there in history. Like, no, it's not our fault that those things happened. You're still doing them today in 2025 with that hat on your head. When people see that on your head, they are hurt. They are triggered, but you are more concerned. He was more concerned about the $10. Can you imagine? Guys, can you imagine? When it goes back to history, you guys say you were not there, right? You didn't
participating in your ancestors' actions, you should not be blamed. I can get that. But the fact that even in 2025, 2025, you guys are still doing the same thing. You are voting against people's interests because of your own interest. You guys are doing things because you feel entitled. Like you should still be given, even when you know you're doing something that a lot of people are being affected by. Like this man. If someone does not want to give you their tip because of the things that you guys are doing to kick out other groups of people, when you are the original immigrants on the planet. I mean, it's not my words. It is what it is. So what do you think we should do about it? And this is why I give a lot of credit when I see Pam people call out their own and saying the truth of what it is, because if they do not take accountability and, you know, really look into the things they've been doing to other groups of people, the world is never going to be a happy place. And they are going to reach a time when they are really going to regret and wish they did better. If they don't do it now, they are going to reach a time and regret every little decision they've ever made. Like, I love when I come across videos of them people calling out their own and telling them the truth as it is.
Yesterday I said I'm sick of white people complaining about immigrants because what it really means is that they don't like brown people or people of colour. And it stands true. And you know why? Because majority of the people in the comments actually use the brain cells that they were gifted with, but you just get those ones that expose themselves. And one, they never really actually talk about the issue. And the other thing is they always negate to something else. So we were talking about jobs. Now they want to talk about the housing crisis. Oh, the immigrants are the ones raising up the housing crisis. And do you know that's actually probably the least issue with housing crisis? Do you know what is a big issue? That we let rich people, millionaires, predominantly white, let's be real, buy as many investment properties as they want. There's no cap, there's no limit. And what does the government do generally? Give tax cuts to these people. Who do you choose to vote in? Because it is probably you if you're complaining about this stuff. People that want to benefit rich people. And you think you're so smart going, this is so good for the economy, right? What is it actually going to do? It is actually going to make these rich people buy more investment properties, raise up the housing prices, raise rent because they probably will just rent them out, and anyone middle class or under gets screwed regardless of race. And we don't ever hear that argument. What about zoning issues? What about the supply issues that we're having in shortages? What about the labour shortages? Oh, like those arguments, they don't come first. Because it's funny that you want to blame immigrants, and you always seem to bring up a certain race, which weird. Is that racism? I just want to make sure before I buy you the I'm with stupid t-shirt that points up directly at your face, just to make sure you understand what is coming out of your mouth. And you guys sit there that comment and stuff, and you might think, oh, I'm so dumb, and this guy hates white people. And maybe white people need a burn. Maybe down with white people. How about that? It's funny though, because they're like, this guy hates white people. He hates his own. Like, duh. Like, white people fucking suck.
Allow me to try to restate it in a way that may be more digestible. That human being, a black man living in the United States, is not living the same lived experience as you and I are as white folks. Meaning, if I take a walk down Center Street where I live, and then Kokai also takes a walk down Center Street where I live, he and I are going to have two different experiences of walking that street. The world encompassing us will create a different landscape for us as we walk down that street. As a consequence of this, he is not going to be able to empathize with our experience as white people. So as an educator and as a historian, he can see the historical context that has gotten us to where we are now. He can see the work that needs to be done. That work is community building and empathy and healing from historical trauma. But because he as a black man is the object of that trauma, he can't do it for us or with us.
Your grandpa's not racist because he's old. Your grandpa is racist because he's racist, okay? There is no reason that at this point in time you should not be with the program, all right? I know for a fact that old people are fully capable of being not racist or even anti-racist. Because I don't know if you know about the civil rights movement, but that was done entirely by people who are now old, right? So there is at least some proportion of old people that have been anti-racist since the 1960s, right? So the fact that you've then spent 60 years not growing and changing is troubling, right? Arguably more troubling than a young person who's racist, because both of you are probably racist because you were raised in a racist household, right? But if you're 20, you just genuinely might not have had time to reprogram your brain out of that ideology yet. Now, that doesn't excuse it by any means, but it's a lot different than someone who spent 60 years not questioning it, right? 60 years is a long fucking time to sit around not changing your views. You've had a lot of time to reflect, and you chose not to. I think it is worse when an old person is racist, okay? Because you've had a lot of opportunities to learn, and you haven't.
With the world that I say all the time that is changing, truth is coming out, and reality is checking into them that, oh wow, we actually need to do better now, because if we don't, we are so damn effed up. Like, it's gonna be hard for us. So I really appreciate coming across, palm people calling out their own and letting them know what is gonna come, because it's inevitable. But yeah, guys, that is it for me in the video. Let me know what you think about this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm always posting. I'll see you guys in another video. Happy Black History Month. Bye.